want to commend the Commission and the Commissioner Clyburn, particularly for the capping of the on the predatory phone rates for our inmates across the country. But I wanted to ask the Commission in general, want to raise a question and raise an issue that is affecting my city in Chicago, other urban areas all across the nation. And this is on the issue of urban violence. There have been 2,587 shootings and 435 murders in Chicago so far this year, more than LA and New York City combined. It is known, well known, that these gang leaders who are primarily perpetrating this violence, that they're using social media to advance their agendas and their conflicts. Knowing that the FCC has limited jurisdiction over Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, is there anything within the realm of public safety that the FCC can use to help address and curtail this violence? Can and will the FCC add its important voice, its stature to this dynamic discussion?
Mr. Rush, the situation that you describe is, as you say, tragic. It's not dissimilar to what Mr. Barton raised a moment ago with regard to terrorist threat and terrorists using social media. We do not have jurisdiction over Facebook and all the other edge providers. We do not intend to assert jurisdiction over them. And I don't believe that they're as worthwhile as legitimate as your concern is. I don't believe that we have the jurisdiction to do the kind of thing that you suggest.
That means that you don't think that the FCC could weigh in on this in any way?
I think I'm happy to use the bully pulpit. I'm happy to talk to Mark Zuckerberg and others to raise this issue and to say, hey, this is important kinds of things. We need to be in this together, but we don't have regulatory authority.
I'm not seeking the regulatory. Okay. I would grant you that I don't believe that you have jurisdiction, but I think that there's a bully pulpit that you and others that may be able to address this issue. I'm not trying, I don't want to regulate.
I will call Mark Zuckerberg this afternoon to raise the issue that you've raised and the issue that Mr. Barton has raised, and I'm sure that he's concerned about it as well, and he'll have some thoughts.
Chairman.
Right quickly, sir, good to see you, and thank you for the acknowledgement. One thing that we are acting on and working with law enforcement and other authorities on stolen phones. People are still using throwaway phones and burner phones or whatever you want to call them to commit crimes. We are continuing to work. Our Consumer and Government Affairs Bureau is working with sister agencies and, like I said, law enforcement authorities and mayors across this nation to address that issue. So where we can, we will.
Thank you. Is any other commissioner have anything to offer?
Congressman, this doesn't directly relate to social media, but one of the things that I was disturbed to find when I visited a maximum security prison in Georgia recently was that the use of contraband cell phones is having a direct and severe effect on people outside of prisons. I heard about family members, witnesses, and others, crime victims who, because of the use of contraband cell phones in prison, have faced threats, including to their very lives. And I think that's something where the agency, a couple of years ago, teed up a number of different ideas, and I think it would be appropriate for the agency to come to closure on that to help protect some of these people, disproportionately minority, who are getting some killed or robbed or otherwise threatened by the use of this technology.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you very much. Chairman yields back. Just to let everyone